What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel today. Welcome to another one. Got a good one today. I will start out by saying this week I'm gonna be working. I'm gonna be doing some work throughout the week, so you might be catching the uploads at different times, just depending on when I can get them in. But I'm gonna try to stay consistent as far as posting them in the morning, but I'm not gonna guarantee that. But if you're new here, welcome in. I'll go by D Hemp. If you're returning, welcome back. Appreciate your continued support, like always. And today, I'm gonna get right into it. Today, we're gonna talk about jobs and what we working for, right? All right. I say, stop working for the job, stop working for money, make money. Work for God, make money. Or work for your purpose. Work for your purpose and then just make money, create money. What am I saying? Am I suggesting that you quit your job and like you working right now? Am I suggesting you to go quit your job today? Now, would that make any sense? That's exactly what I'm telling you to do. Quit that job today. No, I'm playing. Don't do that. All right. What I'm suggesting, in a sense, I am telling you to quit that job, but in here first. What I mean, so many people go to work, and you're working for that money. You're working for that paycheck. You don't even realize that you're working for that paycheck. Some people realize that they're working to pay bills so that they can keep their family afloat. Okay, that's one thing. And they're using their job to make money. If that's you, that's cool. But work for your purpose. Work for your purpose. What is your purpose? You know, that purpose is something that's gonna reward your legacy. Purpose is something that's gonna reward your spirit. And for me, I feel like we treat our purpose the way we should treat our jobs. We treat our purpose like I'll get to it when I can, you know. I'll work on it when I can. I gotta prioritize making this money for these bills. You know, when it should be the other way around. We're creatives. You are a creator. You can create your reality, and you can create money, man. You can make money, even if it's through the job. It's still making money. You know, I'm not knocking nobody's hustle or how you hustle. You know, get your hustle on whatever way you make your bread. But you know, there are different ways. Me personally, you know, I don't have jobs no more. I got my boy. My boy Van. He call them opportunities. I understand that. My cousin call it opportunities. He call it the plantation, you know, so he call it the plantation. But for those that understand, that's what it is. It's keeping you locked up in a system. Trigger alert. Let me say that, trigger alert. It's keeping you locked up in a system, in a mode where you spend all your time, all your effort running fast just for you to be running in circle. You're on a hamster wheel. You're going to go in there, you're going to spend your week, you're going to spend most of your day making the money and making somebody else's dream come true. You're disposable this whole time. And you're gonna pay your bills, you know, because that's what we're using it for ultimately. We ain't just there for nothing. We're paying our bills. We're trying to keep ourselves afloat. You pay your bills, and then you go back, you know, and do the same thing. And in order for you to be okay, you have to work. You have to work hard to be okay. And I'm not saying I'm above that. We all gotta make money. The thing that I am suggesting and the thing that I'm on right now and the path that I've been walking, I'm not exactly where I wanna be, but I'm getting somewhere with it. And that the thing is, I stopped working jobs. It starts here first. You know, does that mean that I don't go actually work for an employer and actually work, let me not say for, with an employer? No. If that's where the hustle takes me, if that's what's gonna serve my purpose and what it is I'm working for, then so be it, you know. But always be working for you. Don't be working for them. If you just getting a paycheck, coming home, paying the bills, and coming back, you working for them. Money is disposable. Money is like yeast to you as a being. You can use it however you want to. Think about it like this, y'all. When it dawned on me, the currency of money and the reality of it, meaning when you spend money, you putting it in somebody else's pocket. You putting it in somebody else's pot. How much of your money are you keeping for yourself? How much of your money are you investing in your purpose? When I say your purpose don't have to be serving other people. Your purpose can be your children. How much of that money are you spending on your children? And I mean, like, not just paying for their survival, but I mean spending on developing them, spending on uplifting them. You go to work for these bills. What else are you going to work for? Are you going to work? Are you putting money into your hobbies and things that you would really like to do? If so, good for you. You're like above most people. I hate to say above, you know what I mean, but you'll step out of that rat race. You know what I'm saying? And I know this can be triggering for some people because some people feel like, how am I supposed to do that? This is all I got. But listen, wherever you are at, wherever you at, you can invest into your purpose. You can invest into you. The only thing I work for is God and my purpose. That's the only thing I'm going to work for. As far as my work ethic, I'm gonna make my paper. I know that may sound confusing, but if you get it, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Like, I have a strong work ethic, and I will work for myself. But when I'm working, I got something in mind what this is going to. I got something in mind of what I'm working for. I know what I'm trying to put this towards. I know what I'm trying to build this into. It's not just hamster wheel. And no matter where you at, even if you work in a job, even if that's your only source of income, it's the same thing. Your job can do that. Like my boy say, use that job as an opportunity to lead that motherfucker. Use that plantation as an opportunity to get free. To me, I see it as assignments. I don't work jobs no more. I don't care what company I join and become an employee of. I do not work jobs anymore. I got assignments. I do what I need to do while I'm there, and that is talking of a spiritual nature. That is me getting my paper, but that's me being with those people. When I'm here, I'm here. When I'm gone, I'm out. I got a goal, I got an assignment, I leave it. 9 to 5s ain't for chosens. It's not for us, man. And let me be careful with that because it is. I'm talking of a spiritual nature, all right? I'm talking about shackles, being shackled into somewhere you can't. Like, if you choose to be at a place and you want to go work for a company, or you want to, like, that's totally different. That's totally different because that's your choice. That's alignment. God may have you there. God may have you appointed to this thing. That's already, you never know how much it's doing God's purpose, but most chosens, that 9 to 5 shit don't make sense to you. It don't make sense to you. And it's a good reason, because money, is a energy. Money is an energy. I put it like this. I treat like this YouTube. I treat it like a job. I give it the energy that a job would give me. Like, I don't feel like doing it today, but let me go on and get it. Let me go on and get up. Let me go on and get it. The only way I'm doing that, I'm applying that level of focus, and let me just finish my thought. The only way I'm applying that level of focus is if what I'm giving that energy to and all that sacrifice to is giving the same thing back. And I'm sorry, if all I'm doing is getting the money and giving it to somebody else so that I can stay in a place that's not mine, sorry if it's triggering, but it's just the reality. Then no, man, I just can't do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it, at least not continually. I am unapologetically on my way out of that shit. I'm not fucking with that. I don't think that's the way life should be. When I sit there looking at them animals walking around freely, we just gotta find something to eat. Why we can't just find something to eat? You know, why is it so many of our life choices in the hands of other people? I want freedom. I don't know about you, but the thing is, most people won't seek that because it's gonna require you to free your mind. You gotta free your mind. Like I said, I know this video could be triggering, but hey, that's a part of the spiritual journey too. And it's just who it's for. It's not gonna be for everybody, you know. But it's definitely for me. And it's for a couple of y'all too. Some of y'all may already be financially free, and that may be the very reason why you win. Most people are afraid to even acknowledge this truth. Like I say, even if you walking in it, even if you, like, it's not about not having a job, it's about being free in your mind. Don't go back to work and work for that job. I'm not saying like don't do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do, but do it for you. Change the trajectory of where it's going towards. You know, impress upon yourself. Use that paycheck to put back into your life. You ain't gotta be rich. You ain't gotta have this huge bank account, but put that shit back into your life. You got a vision of sitting in your backyard jamming music, but you ain't got no MP3 player or something. MP3 player. Well, I got an old soul. But you ain't got no Bluetooth speaker or something like that. Go to work for that week for that Bluetooth speaker. Pay your bills, but get that speaker. You know, all these things, like if God give you a vision, that's gonna give you something else. You never know. You sitting in that backyard and playing that speaker might be the very thing that's gonna make your marriage. Your husband might hear you playing music. He might just come out there. Y'all argue, can't even talk. He come out there and he just sitting listening. All of a sudden it's a conversation. God give you visions for a reason. God give you things in your mind and in your spirit for a reason. Don't spend everything you got on these fucking companies, man. You're disposable to them. Let them not be able to pay a light bill. You're out of there. You think they care about if your baby gonna eat or if you don't, or if you gonna eat? No. No. You know, and I'm not gonna even hate on it. I'm just saying, like, let's keep it fair for those who ready for that. You know what I'm saying? Last but not least, man, for me personally, my job is with God. God have me do something, God tell me to do something, I'm treating that like a job. Like, damn, God, oh God, I sure can't wait for the weekend. But I'm gonna keep on going. God pays back. And it's not just because God pays back, but I'm good with God. You know, I'm gonna say this, y'all. Money is not bad. Money is important. It's very important. It's powerful. It's very powerful. But money is yeast. Money multiplies your efforts. Money multiplies whatever you are. God multiplies you, and God multiplies your money. God puts the spirit behind your money. Money puts the power behind you. You know, and if you putting that money in a place of God, bro, good luck. Good luck. If you want, I'm learning. The more and more I'm reading and meeting these people, and meeting these very wealthy people, I know is a manifestation of God telling me it's not even a question. But the more I'm meeting them, and they keep saying it's not about money, that shit don't make sense for a person who have not had money, who have been living in poverty and living next door to the cockroaches and shit, sharing a room with the cockroaches. When cockroach come over here, you know, you sitting at the house, you got a chick coming over, cockroach come out, you be like, hey bro, say man, I need you to go on somewhere while my chick come over. This nigga tell you, bro, I got a girl coming over here too. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, money, like, it don't make sense, but I get it. I'm starting to really understand. And then we can ask ourselves, why? How could that make sense? Because y'all, it is what it is, and it's not what it's not. The greatest thing you can have is not a whole bunch of money in your account. The greatest thing you can have is whether there is a whole bunch of money in your account or not, that sense of fulfillment and peace with what you got going. So yes, you can work a job, you know what I'm saying? But It sounds like I'm contradicting, but y'all get what I'm saying, right? At this point, you get what I'm saying. You know, stop working for them people. Stop working solely for them bills, man. Put your focus on your purpose, on what you wanna do for yourself, cause you deserve it. Every day, all year long. And all we got is a weekend of drinking. Nah, man. No, we ain't going out like that. Put into yourself. And with that being said, that's the message today. I hope you got something from it. And that's it, man. I guess I don't really have much after that. With that being said, today might be a rough day, or it may be a great day. And if it's great, I'm glad. You might be barely making ends meet, or you might be at the pinnacle of your success. Either way, the greatest place that you could come from is where? Right where you are. Not perfect, just real. I wish you peace, love, and abundance every single day, and especially when it rains. And with that, I am signing out.